Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to episode 11 of the Weekly Wob. And as we said last episode, Jake is not with us in this episode. He is up in New York on vacation. Good for him, honestly. But we have a special guest host this week. So may I introduce to everyone, Joey.
What's up, everybody? I'm back again.
This is your third time being on, right?
Yes.
So how does it feel to be our first special guest co-host?
It's a pretty big deal. You know, I feel special for an
Special.
episode. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Joey, how's your day been?
Like the same. Honestly, just went and ran, took a nap, and that was my day.
That's pretty fair, honestly.
Yep.
There's not much
That's
more you can do.
Not really. But yep, that was all. How about you, bro?
My day was pretty good. I woke up, made myself some food,
Mm-hmm.
and then I whooped your butt in Madden,
But
and then
then
you
I
whooped
whooped
my
your
butt.
butt. Yeah.
Yeah. And
It was a
then
good game.
it was a very good game, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then kind of just vibed for the rest of the day. Got ready to record this, watch some TV. Now here we are.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, poor Jake, up in New York.
I think he's pretty lucky, man, because he's not stuck here doing
True.
anything.
He finally got out of New Jersey.
Yeah, dirty New Jersey.
But it's in like New York a hot spot though.
Yeah, it was like a really bad one because of I think it was the subway stations or whatever was like the main thing that was really screwing people over with this whole thing.
Yeah, so hopefully him and his family come back okay without any COVID.
Yeah.
We're hoping for the
Or-
best.
So we don't, because if he does, then I won't be able to see him ever again. No, I'm just kidding. But
For at least 2 weeks.
yeah,
But I'm pretty sure him and his family are being safe up there. Like I think they have family up there, which is why they went.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not bad now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like 100% safe, but I mean, like, it's not like the hot spot it was
Yeah.
like months ago. But yeah,
What's like a big hotspot now? Isn't Florida one?
well, yeah, because their beaches and everything. Like, I don't know. It's just really a lot of nice places. I don't know
Because
any other.
at first Florida was just like the chill place, so everyone was like,
Well,
COVID's
the
not in
West
Florida.
Coast was the chill place.
Yeah.
Because it didn't even reach. The West Coast was like the last place to get hit. So when the West Coast was like on fire with this thing, we were like going down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Corona sucks, honestly.
it does suck. Hopefully, 2021 just has no such thing as Corona.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one.
Who knows? Maybe 2021. Who knows? Maybe dinosaurs won't be extinct this time, and we'll have
Excuse
more
me?
things to worry about.
Excuse me?
'Cause
Dinosaurs?
I'm thinking the absolute worst, man. Think about it. If 2020 is already like 2021 is just gonna have more things. I saw something online. It's like, we're gonna get invaded by aliens. Dinosaurs are gonna start walking back. Like,
2021 will literally be the end of the world. Who knows?
yeah. And then we'll make a movie. We should make a movie about it. 2021.
You want to make it and post in the year 2020, so it's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Everyone, the movie 2021 will be coming out sometime between now and January 1st, 2021.
We'll
Don't
do it
look out
at
for it.
January. We'll do it at January 1st at 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. The exact moment.
I like that idea. So,
Cool.
if you want to be in the movie, totally just leave a comment down below. We will
Yep, and-
totally, wink, wink, put you in it.
And subscribe.
You should definitely subscribe
Mm-hmm.
and hit the like button. hit the
Yeah,
bell,
exactly. It's not that hard to
follow.
do. You just tap
It's
it.
not. It takes like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, I can close my eyes and do it, dude.
Do it. Pulls out his phone.
Watch, ready? Close my eyes. I'm not even looking. Go on YouTube. I should probably I'm just gonna type the weekly WAB first.
Does it? Does the Weekly Wab even show up if you like type it in? Are we like that big yet?
Well, I mean, the weekly slap came in when I did the weekly
The Weekly
WAB.
Slap.
Yeah, he looks like a goat. Actually, no, we're not plugging that guy in. We're not plugging him in. We're not plugging him in. Oh, I spelled weekly wrong. That's my fault.
Wow, imagine spelling weekly wrong.
Okay, listen. I mean, there is still the weekly. Yeah, you guys are the first thing if you type exactly. Okay,
Yo,
look,
that's
ready?
pretty dope.
I'm not gonna unsubscribe because that'd just be insane. But like, I'll hit. You see the bell? The bell. I didn't hit the bell. I am a terrible person.
You're. Oh, I'm disappointed in you, Joseph.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't the bell. What was that? That brought me to my settings. Oh no.
So you might not want to do with your eyes closed.
You know what? The point is, you can subscribe. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not. And you should also go follow us on Instagram. Go follow Yivy Sound on Instagram, honestly.
They're a pretty good band.
We posted Banana Pancakes by Jack Johnston today.
When? Oh, today? Man, I didn't
Yeah,
even
we
see
posted
that.
today. And then we're uploading Amnesia by 5 Seconds of Summer on Saturday.
Ooh, that's a banger, dude.
It is. So be on the lookout for that. We also have an album in the works.
An album? Ooh.
An album.
Do we have a name of this album that you'll like to share?
We do have a name, but it's gonna be a surprise. You know?
Well, then how do they know what to look for?
Follow our Instagram and you'll find out. Oh, the ultimate plug.
If you really want to know the name, you better follow them on Instagram.
It might not come out for a while, but it'll come out eventually.
Come out January 1st at 12 o'clock a.m.
Oh my god. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna like get a text from Matt and be like, dude, you weren't supposed to drop the album. And I was like, oop, sorry about it.
He'll be alright. He'll be alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just giving people something to look forward to, you know?
Exactly, dude, exactly. But
yeah. Okay, so moving on, we have a special guest with us today.
Ooh.
He taught me how to play drum set, and he started teaching Joey how to play tenors. I did a hero project on him in my freshman seminar class. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brendan Ellis.
Ta-da!
Yo!
Yo!
Howdy.
You're, oh, okay, your cameras are on now. What's up, Brendan?
Hey! What's up, guys?
Nothing much. How have you been?
Whew, man, being an adult is hard.
I felt that.
To answer one of your guys' questions, New York has seen only 7 deaths per day for the last 2 days, thanks to COVID. They are slowly but surely getting back down. Today was their 12th day in a row of under 1% positive ratings on the amount of tests that were had in New York. So solid day for New Yorkers and the COVID epidemic or pandemic, whichever one of the two it is.
Good job, New York. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, right?
Keep
Good
Jake
job.
safe, guys. Keep Jake safe.
Keep Jake safe for us. We need him back eventually.
Yeah.
Keep JC. Keep JC. Not
Wait,
in New York. No, I just someone's got to take. Someone's got to take.
Yeah. Well, Brendan, welcome to the Weekly Wab.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Anytime. So we're going to start off by doing our random word bit, where we go to a random word generator, pick a word, and then just make a conversation out of it.
Sick. Let's do it.
So the word is session.
Session. Okay.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. Oh.
So, I guess we can kind of start off. So music is like a pretty big thing, and like in New York, there are people that label themselves as session performers. They literally just are there to record music in the studio. Probably some of the best in their craft. Um, so session music is pretty cool. What do you guys think about that?
Are like those sessions still going on now, like during the pandemic, or
No.
okay? Because like you never know, there might be
If anybody's recording music, it's at home.
That's very fair.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, looking forward to hearing your album, and I hope that you guys will check out mine. It's coming out within the next few months.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I am making a COVID EP. It's called the Quarantine Sessions at Shed Life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to explain that because Shed Life is not so much a place or a time; it's a frame of mind.
Pretty nice. We'll definitely go check it out.
Thank you.
Can't wait for it.
Yeah, man.
Now,
it's gonna be fun.
When I think of session, I kind of also think of like school, like as in like a school session. So, Joey, are you going back to school this year? Are you gonna be all remote?
Well, I mean, for my senior year, I mean, I would like to go to school at least one day. So, with the whole thing going on, my day I show up on every Monday, and that's it.
Same.
Which sucks.
Yeah. At least we'll be there together.
Well, I mean, and only in band. That's really it, dude.
True. Dude, I'm so sad that we have to have lunch in our fourth period class.
That's a thing? Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, dude, let's just call each other.
You guys aren't you guys don't have like set lunch schedules. It's just like you do it during class.
Well, yeah, with this whole thing.
Yeah, we usually have like an hour break. Like our normal schedule would be 3 classes in the morning, lunch, and then 3 classes in the afternoon. But now our COVID schedule.
That is so tight.
But our COVID schedule, we're having all 8 periods in one day, and we're going to be having lunch in our fourth period class before your class actually starts. So it's not like we can go meet up in the band room. We're going to have to make friends in our class. Joey.
What? Oh.
First one of the episode.
Joey.
It happens every time. I can't control myself.
So, how are you guys kind of handling that? Like, how is your high school? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the name.
Highland.
Highland. Okay. How is Highland handling it?
So they're splitting the school into 4 groups by last name. One group is going to go Monday, and others going to go Tuesday. Everyone's going to be remote on Wednesday so that they can clean the school. And then a different group will go Thursday, and a different one will go Friday. So the days that you aren't in school, you're going to be at home remote learning.
So my thought on this is, why not just keep it remote? Like, I don't understand what the pressure is to put schools back in session.
I don't know.
Don't see a point in it. Like, if it's not
is none.
If it's not safe to go back a full 5 days a week with everyone in school,
don't send anyone back. Like,
exactly. My mindset is that they're doing it as like a test day, because obviously at home a bunch of kids cheated. Like, that's an obvious thing. So maybe they want that one day that kids are in school so that they can test and actually like assess how the students have been learning. But it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, I can't lie and say that online school is not super easy to cheat in. I went to college online for like 4 years. Actually, two. It was 2 years. It's super easy to cheat. Super, super easy. So
Yeah, and that just sucks because like the kids that are like actually like studying and spending all these hours to make sure they have everything, and then all these other kids are cheating. Like it just makes no sense because there'll be like kids that could like test in the school, and then there'll be kids that'll be taking the same test but online, and they could just be getting away with it while the other kids literally have no they have to know everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
okay, I feel that.
We shouldn't be going back at all.
I mean, I can get why people want to because I mean, especially for like seniors, they want to at least be in the school at some point this year because like it's our last year, walking in the halls. So I mean, I understand why some people want to be in the school, but like at the same time, like it's one day for not even that long. Like I don't know. It doesn't matter to me honestly at this point.
And I forget where I heard it, but I think I overheard my parents, I think, were talking about it. I could be completely wrong about this, but I heard that if we go full remote, that sports will still happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's true or not. I might just literally be pulling that out of my rear end, but
So one thing that my alumni Deptford is doing, apparently they are still holding sports. Like you can show up, but the practices aren't long. You have to wear a mask, all that fun stuff. So like it's doable, but at the same time, I think it's stupid because like it's only for non-contact sports, which I think makes sense. Like obviously your tennises, your cross countries, like things of that sort where you're not touching people, it's just you're there to do your thing and vibe. Like that's great. But like I couldn't imagine the same thing happening for like soccer, football, things like that. And I'm even having trouble kind of discerning it for band because even though it's non-contact, it's like you have all this equipment. Everything's impossible to move by one person, so it's like you're always going to at least be within a 6 foot proximity of someone. So, so it's kind of hard for me to even justify us saying that band can happen because obviously we saw the DCI, WGI, TOB, BOA, all these huge circuits, which it's a shame to see them shut down, but at the same time, it's like it's necessary for the current state of the world.
Yeah.
Because as of now for Highland, our football season is going on. Like we got the pep band got a schedule for the football season for the away games and the home games. So as of now, football is still going on.
You're kidding me, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
It's crazy. I mean, it's weird because they cut the amount of games they have, so they only have 6 total games, and they only have
it should be 0.
I know, and then they have 3 home games. So I don't even know why Pep Band will literally do things for 3 times, and then that's it.
And then Katrina's on the tennis team. And we were talking yesterday, and they're not even like allowed to hit the balls around. They've just been doing cardio for their practices.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
point? I don't know what the point is.
You would think this is common sense. Like it's terrifying. The people who are supposed to be protecting you are putting you in literal danger all the time. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. And there's like a lot like for running, like how it works is you can only meet up with your team. It used to only be 2 days a week, which made no sense, and now it's 3. But what happens is, you have to go in, get your temperature taken before you go in, wear your mask, and then do your thing. You have like a max of 90 minutes, and then you have to be out, which is like What the hell? I mean, but like football, like I see them practice and everything, and like I see like they have like I don't know what it is, but they have like the things with it that they push up against, like what the linemen would have to do and push up against. Like they all use that. Like they're using their equipment, but yet volleyball or tennis, they can't use their equipment, which is literally their sport.
Like, unless they're sanitizing those after every single tackle, you're subjecting the entire team to the same germs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
It is.
Like, I know I've been out of high school for a while. I'm coming up on 7 years. Terrifying to say. But like, I don't know how I would be reacting right now. Because I know when I was in high school, I was an idiot. Like, I'm just gonna put that straight out there. Like, if someone told me when I was younger, like, don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm doing X, Y, and Z just for the spite. Like, you cannot control me. I am an adult, or what I told myself because I was an 18-year-old senior. So it was like, oh yeah, I'm like this huge, cool, big baddie guy, right? And then it was like, no, I'm literally just a moron.
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous what the schools are doing right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sadly, it all starts at like the absolute top. And I don't want to get into that because obviously getting political is not the best thing to do on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Joey, when you were talking about them having to take your temperature, that my friend's aunt is a bus driver for like the elementary school, middle school, school districts.
Mm-hmm.
What they're doing with that, they're letting the kids on the bus at their bus stop, like letting them on the bus. But when they get off the bus to go to school, that's when they're taking their temperature. Not before they get on the bus, where they're all with each other, probably like not distancing.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, when they get off the bus to get into the school. So, like, what's the point in that? You should have someone on the bus to take their temperature. So, if their parents are at the bus stop with them, they can just be like, your kid has a fever. It's not safe for them to come to school.
Yeah.
Instead of having them go on the bus, spread their germs, and then go into school.
And let those people in the school.
Mm-hmm.
It's
yeah,
I don't
but
know.
See, the problem with that is you're thinking. That's a big no-no, dude. Can't think. Can't think. Don't use your brain at all, because if you try to make something make sense, you're just gonna look like an idiot.
Guys, I think we should be running the school districts.
Yeah, just put it to the kids.
Yeah. See, I would, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I could trust myself running a school. No,
People running it can't be trusted.
Yeah, yeah, dude. What's it called?
It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like, so for sports, I don't know if you know this yet, Travis. So because I don't know how it is going to be in the spring for tennis, but like for fall right now, there's like there's this survey that's going out, and it's basically like asking that it's a transportation essay, like transportation essay or survey, not essay. And basically it's like, yo, if you are home when there's practice, can you get a ride there, or do we need a bus ride to get you? And it's like, what? Like, I don't know. Like that part is like weird to me, but like I get it because some people can't. But like at the same time, it's just like, why? I don't know. Like at that point, like, I don't know. I don't get it.
We just went on a whole rant.
Yeah.
All from the word session.
Yeah, crazy, right?
That was a pretty solid word.
That was.
It's a good one, dude.
Okay, well, moving on from that little bit, Brendan, we have some questions lined up for you, just like for you to answer however you want. Are you ready to hear them?
Yeah, happy to answer, dude.
Okay, so first question is, like, how did you get into music? Like, when did you start playing? What did you play?
Okay, so when I was younger, I want to say 6th grade. I joined choir just because. No, it wasn't 6th grade. It was 7th grade. So I joined choir because my buddy decided to join it, and he asked me to go, and I wasn't much of a singer back then, but I said, why not? Let's just do it. Obviously, like, my voice was still way up here, so I could hit the tenor one notes a lot easier than I could now. But so I did choir for 3 years, and then I met a buddy named Matt. And Matt grabbed me one day, the day before the first marching band practice, and he was like, "Hey, you play drums," because at that point I had been playing drums for a little bit. That was obviously my first thing. I started when I was pretty young, and then I stopped when I moved across the bridge from Philly to Deptford. And then he said, "Hey, you play drums. Come to marching band, or I'll slit your throat." And I was like, "Oh, okay, it's a heck of a marketing tactic." So I joined. I got put on rack, which is literally just like a modified drum set part. So that was pretty fun. And then over the years, I learned the mallets. No, not right now. So I learned mallets. I started off with marimba, and then I started playing jazz vibes, and then jazz vibes became kind of my calling for the next like 3-4 years. Tons of fun. I stopped playing drum set for a little bit. Now I play drum set a lot. Then I started playing the marching percussion, like snare drum, tenors, bass. I find myself to be probably a better bass drummer than anything, but my snare chops have been getting up there. That's kind of my whole music story. Music has given me everything in my life. That's not an exaggeration. Without music, I wouldn't have Rachel. I wouldn't have probably this house, realistically. And I wouldn't have any of the friends I have, except for Pavan, who was my best friend when I was a child, and still continues to be this day. He's sitting next to me right now, coughing every now and again. It's kind of funny. So, yeah, that's kind of my music story.
Awesome. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird how it all worked out. Like, no one knows me nowadays as like a singer, so it's kind of funny that my entire music journey started in choir.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. It's kind of funny. Like, I sang professionally for like 6-7 years, and like by the point that I had been a percussionist, I had only been like a legitimate percussionist for like 3 years by the time I graduated high school.
Joey.
Here's number two.
Oh my god, I am terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, you are. You should feel bad. You should feel
really bad. You're making Autumn do more work now.
I'm sorry, Autumn. I'm sorry. Just bleep
I
this
curse
out,
like a
please.
sailor literally daily, and I'm able to hold myself back better than you.
Oh, Joey has a pretty big potty mouth.
I do have a potty mouth. Hey, it wasn't like the first time I was here. The first time I was here, oof, that was bad. It was bad, Brendan.
We had Joe was on for episode 3, I think, and that was when we were only having guests on for like 15-20 minutes, which of course we changed that now, but right before we were about to tell Joey to leave, he dropped a curse word. Then he dropped a curse word because of the curse word. And he dropped another one and another one. It was a mess.
Yeah, it was bad.
Classic rolling curse words.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, our next question here is, how far have you gone in music career? Like, we know you did it in high school, but did you do anything with music like in college at all?
Yeah, man. So, all right, let's dig right in. This is a good topic. So when I had graduated high school, okay, let's actually just jump back. So 10th grade, right? I had joined stage band, which was Deptford's like bad jazz ensemble. It was like after school program. It was only for the kids that sucked or just wanted to learn. Um, and the dude across from me, Steve Pino, he's laughing because he knows. So we our teacher Carl Cox asked a question, and he was like, "Raise your hand if like you actually are thinking about like majoring in music." And by this point, I had literally only been playing percussion seriously for like maybe 3-4 weeks, and I put my hand up, and like I look back at it to this day as like that was the moment where I kind of decided that like music was like a pretty big deal to me. Um, and like all throughout high school, like that was my thought process. I was like, I'm just gonna go to school for music. It's like one of the things I'm good at. Uh, just screw it. Like it was two things for me. It was either music or math. Because I'm just a big number guy. So um, come to it, it's like mid-December my senior year, and I'm like, I have no plans. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Um, so I apply to what was at the time GCC, Gloucester County College, yeah, and then it became RCGC, Rowan College at Gloucester County, and now it's something else. I don't know.
Rowan University.
No, RCSJ, Rowan College of South Jersey. Um, so it was like their community college. It's like it's where you go to get like an associate's degree. It's easy peasy. Um, so I had applied there for computer science because I was like, I'm not gonna make it in anywhere. I like haven't practiced anything. Like I don't have any audition material ready. Um, and then I had a talk with my uncle. I had a talk with my uncle over Christmas, and I told him what I was doing. I was like, I applied to RCGC to go for computer science, and he was like, he just looked at me, and like, I kid you not, just right across the face, and he was like, you either audition somewhere or like you are not my nephew. I don't know who the hell you are, but this is not you. And that was my wake up call. So I set up a couple auditions. I auditioned at University of the Arts. I was originally gonna audition at Berklee College of Music. I didn't end up auditioning for Berklee because screw that. I didn't feel like moving to Boston. So I auditioned at UArts, and I had a pretty decent audition with a cat named Tony Maselli. He was my vibe idol for years. Absolutely crazy musician. If you guys haven't heard of him, look him up. And he liked me from the get go, which was really cool. And then I didn't hear back from UArts until May. My audition was in January. My letter got lost in the mail, apparently, because they had said that they sent it in March and they were still awaiting my response. Come to find out, I got a 3-quarter scholarship to go to my dream school for music, and I took it because why wouldn't you? So I go for a year. I have the greatest time of my life. I meet some absolute killer cats I still talk to nowadays. I joined a punk rock band called the Phosphenes. That time of my life was incredible. Gigging every weekend, making phenomenal music. We had a couple articles written about us, like we have like next big thing potential. Like there were people coming to our shows and they were like scouting us out, and it was really cool. I ended up not sticking with the band just because I wanted to teach. And my time with music past then, it's like small jazz gigs here and there, playing with people whenever I get the chance, and teaching. So that's kind of my whole story when it comes to music after high school. If you want to know more about like how I got into marching band and like how I started teaching, that's a pretty decent story.
Yep.
Sure.
All right, let's
You can
start.
go on.
So there was this dude who taught at Defford's Middle School. Good friend of mine. His name was Calvin Spencer. You guys know him as Spencer.
Yep.
So Spence was pretty solid dude. He didn't know that I was a musician at the time. So my senior year, he was conducting the summer band concert, which is where like everybody congregates in the summer and like we just put on a concert in like the middle of the Defford Mall. Okay time, not like a big deal. And I'm talking to him and I'm like, yo, I got into UArts. I'm going for vibe studies, which is really cool. And he was like, oh wow, dude, that's really cool. Thanks, man. And then I go on a date with an ex-girlfriend of mine to the DCI Big Live and Loud, which is the DCI show in theaters. We leave for intermission, just like go talk, hang out. I see Spence, and he's like, yo, dude, what's up? And like, we're just talking for a few minutes, and he's like, hey, so I know you play. How'd you like to teach? And I was like, I've been looking for a teaching gig all summer. Like, absolutely. So I start teaching that next week at Gateway Regionals band camp. And it was through Gateway that I met the love of my life, who is currently sleeping upstairs. She wasn't my student, thankfully. I'm not a weirdo. But I did teach her brother, who is currently sleeping in the room over there. So band has always kind of held a very huge regard for me, just because, as I've said, it's given me my entire life. So music is huge for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Sorry to like hijack this, dude.
No,
I'm, like,
you're good.
No.
I'm very long-winded.
This is like the point of this, to like hear like your response, like your perspective of everything.
All right, sick.
When you were talking about your band, a question just popped up. Like, if you could go back in time, would you have stayed with them?
I think about that every day. Like, I kid you not, that is a thought on my mind every single day. I don't know. Like, there is no legitimately easy answer to that, because it's like I think about it, and everything in my life has kind of led me up to the point where I am now. And like, being realistic with myself, if I would have stayed with them, how would my career be? You know, like, would I still be teaching? Would I have accepted the job at University of Penn? Would I have done anything with my life? Like, that's just me being honest. Like, would I just have been a band guy and just let it be? So I think I don't have any regrets is probably the easiest answer. Like, I think the way my life is now is pretty solid. But were they some of the best days of my life? Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe, like, I guess the big lesson to come out of all of this is, like, don't take your days for granted, but also don't sell yourself short. Like, I knew I had something in me that I could have been more than just that white dude with long hair playing drums at, like, your local bar. You know?
Yeah.
So I pushed myself in a completely different direction because I knew who I wanted to be, and I knew that if I would have stayed on that path, I'd probably just be like a loser somewhere. Probably still living at home with my parents, just, you know. And, like, absolutely nothing wrong, like, no hatred at all to anybody that, like, lives their life like that. Everybody's got their thing. It's just my thing was I have to grow up, because if I stay like this, I'm just going to think of myself as a kid until I die. So, just realistic.
Oh my god! I can't live my life.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I could
And
not.
it's been the same word in the exact same
Literally,
scenario every time.
three times the exact same way.
Oh my god.
Jeez, Joey.
Autumn, I'm
What an
so
idiot!
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You need to be apologizing to my little sister. She watches this.
Gosh darn it, Joey.
See,
My
Brennan
bad.
stopped himself. He said, "Darn it."
Exactly.
It's
That was
just like
premeditated.
no, because like when I was listening to the story, I was like, dang, I was like deep.
That
So
was deep.
that
I'll tell you exactly what Anthony Graves told me from a very young age.
ooh.
Um, filter yourself. You got to think before you talk. And I never did when I knew Anthony Graves as a child, so that's why he hated me.
Oh my god.
Joe,
Jesus, dude.
Joey.
Got the whole squad laughing.
I'm just not gonna talk until I need to talk. I can't. I can't keep doing this.
No. No, DeBose. What a
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
terrible.
okay. Well, let's pull it back in.
Oh my god. I'm never gonna be
Okay,
allowed back on this thing ever again.
okay. Let's get to the next question. Um, well, you already answered this question, so we're just gonna skip it. But it was, how did you start like teaching music? And you already like answered that with everything. But what was your favorite? Because obviously you taught at Highland. That's where you met me and Joey, the whole gang. So what
Yeah.
was like your favorite show that you taught at Highland? Sweet Dreams, Carnival, and we're counting Asylum for this.
Easily Carnival. Um, I have been in the band game for 10 years. Terrifying to say, but like I've been doing this for 10 years and I never ever got the opportunity to win the big one. Like with you guys, I finally got that opportunity and I look on that year extremely fondly. I loved my time with the battery. It was my first time actually teaching a battery. So it was a really nice way to kind of push myself and open up my boundaries because I was always a front ensemble guy. Um, absolutely nothing wrong with Sweet Dreams, except for everything that was wrong with it.
Which was a lot.
So the thing is, I enjoyed that show. I thought it was really cool. But there were just some things that I wish I would have been a little bit more ingrained in the program, so I could at least have a little bit more of a say. Um, and that's probably my only regret with that year. I think I helped teach a very talented pit. I got to see your first year, which was pretty big for me. Um, uh, and I got to see Joey's first year, watching him play B4 and have the greatest expressions on the field. Dude, you were a king among kings for like incoming kids coming into online. Like, I wish I could show everybody your first year so I could be like, yo, if you want to see how you do it, it's this kid right here. It was so good all the time. Really appreciated your acting. It was like you don't get that with kids a lot of the time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so if I had to say Carnival, because I was there the whole time, obviously Asylum would have a much bigger place in my heart if I was around more. But you know, you get old and you burn out, and then you miss it, and then you go back. It's what happens every single time you try to quit. It never stops. But I realized way too late. I was like, man, I love these kids. Like, why am I not there? So, you know, I pushed myself to come back. Um, and you know, Sweet Dreams was Sweet Dreams.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
neither did the finals judges.
Sorry about that, Anthony. But
That's a him thing.
God, I remember first practice of Cornelia when Anthony said that you were going to battery. I just remember how upset I was with that.
If it makes you feel any better, I found out then too. Because I didn't know I was going to be teaching the battery that year until that day, that moment. When you guys found out was when I found out.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty hype. I was like, yo, Brendan's with me.
Yeah. So obviously at that point, Brendan, we've gotten like really close, like from you teaching me kit to just like we had like what 2-hour lessons, dude.
Ugh. I remember when you first found out that you got kit, you begged me for a 3-hour lesson the next day. Yeah. I was like, dude, I will kill you, but whatever.
Do you remember like that 5-hour lesson we had?
Yes.
When we,
I think about how much time I put into you, and it's kind of insane.
It's paid off.
It has paid off, dude. You're kind of wild, and I'm very happy to see your growth.
God.
You two down there.
Yeah, Joey. That 5-hour lesson, we practiced the Pokemon theme song for a concert band.
Yes. Had a good time.
We've never played that like since like the day after. And Trina played the kit that time. I didn't even play.
Well, you know how to play it now.
It's true.
Honestly, if we were to play it again, I would kind of just wing the whole thing. I probably wouldn't even look at the sheet music and just improv the whole thing.
Just feel it. That's all you gotta do. As long as you know the basic gist of the song, it's easy to get through.
Yeah, we love Pokemon here.
That's right.
But okay, the next question we have here is, how was it giving lessons to me and Joey? Like,
it was awesome, to put it bluntly. You two learned pretty quick, which I appreciated. Like, when I met you guys, you didn't have the chops, but you had the drive. And when it comes down to it, it's the people that have the drive that are the ones that go far. I've seen a lot of kids with really good chops get burned out, and they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I've seen that happen with some of the best percussionists I've ever seen. I've seen that happen with some of the best musicians I've ever seen. It's just the truth. Like, if you don't have the drive, you're not going to go anywhere. So you two coming to me every week and just being like, I have the drive, I'm ready, I want to make this work. I was like, okay. I could just tell from that moment on, like from our very first time together, I was like, these kids got it. They're gonna be great at whatever they decide to put their minds to, and I still hold that belief to this day. I think you two are two of my favorite students I've ever taught, and I've taught upwards of like 100 people. So, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, I taught my alumni, I taught my younger brother, and I taught you guys. So, like, when it comes to how I place these programs, Gateway has a huge part in my heart. Depard has a much smaller part in my heart, and Highland is just up there. Like, Highland is my favorite program that I've ever taught, and that will always ring true.
Yeah, because this year actually, I lost my drive, and I didn't know what to do. But
yep, I know.
I talked to Brendan, and he gave me a little bit of advice, but then told me to go talk to Anthony, and like me going to you to tell me to do anything, that really helped me get like my drive back.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, you really do need a kick in the butt. And it sucks to say, but like sometimes you have to force yourself and challenge yourself in order to make anything worth it. Like, I can't tell you how burnt out I got for years doing band. Like, I think back to my high school days and I'm like, I loved this stuff, but Jesus, like, if I could go back, like, I don't know if I could realistically put myself back through like some of the trauma I put myself through with that stuff. Like, hours a night practicing, like literally just sitting there with a pad in my bed from 6 to midnight, just like, I gotta rep these fiddles, I gotta be good, I gotta be good, and like it's like killing myself for nothing. But like at the end of the day, it's not for nothing, because I mean, I'm a great percussionist. Like, I'm pretty proud of myself for like the amount of work that I put in and how it's paid off over the years. But like in the grand scheme of things, it's like, Jesus, like I spent upwards of like 1,000 hours my senior year just like pounding, trying to get myself to be somewhat good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
And obviously, I'm preaching to the choir. I know you guys are sometimes heavy practicers. Travis.
Hi, Brendan.
Play the freaking kit, dude.
It's right there. I play it once a week, sometimes
Yeah,
twice
exactly.
a week.
Once a week.
I have my
nothing.
pad. I have like my pad right behind the computer, though. I have my pad and sticks.
My tenor pad's down there. It's downstairs.
I know you've been practicing because JC tells me.
Oh yeah, JC's been making me work.
See,
yes, and like, you could be.
The thing for me is like, I don't know why. Just like, this has been my biggest problem. Brendan, you know this. Joe, you know this. Like, I just can't play in front of my family. I don't know like why I can't. It's just something that like I can't bring myself to do. So, like over quarantine, like during school we had band, like online band, where we just had to send the videos. I did that on the pad, but like once school was over, like my chops burnt out. Like I wasn't like doing anything, and it was hard because obviously my whole family was home, so I couldn't get on the kit. Because before quarantine, like there were times where I would be the only one home 5 nights a week, so it was easier for me to hop on the kit for hours. But now, like since quarantine, like the only time I do get on the kit is for band practice, or that one rare occasion that I'm home by myself.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that I need to get better with. But
so I will tell you, I recently set back up my electronic drum set. It's done wonders for my practice regime. I play like at least an hour a day now, which is pretty awesome. I haven't put in an hour a day into anything other than my job since I was like 21. So, I think e-kits are fantastic, and I actually think I have an extra one around here. I might be able to just give it to you. I have to make sure I have all the pieces, but I'll find out.
really, dude, I love you.
but you need to practice.
I really need to get in better habits, but like,
yes, you're too smart and your chops are starting to get there, so you don't want to lose the chops. After all the work you did, you cannot lose those.
Because like UV Sound started like having our first practices like during quarantine. Like we've been together since like 2019, like, and then we literally just started doing practices. And Matt texted me one day and he's like, "Dude, like, what's going on? You're not good." And I was like he put it like nicer than that, but I was like, "Dude, I know. Like, my chops have gotten like so much worse because when my chops are at my best, it's during drumline. When I'm in school 5 days a week practicing, I'm playing for hours after school. I'm playing every day after school. Like, that's when my chops are at their best. But after going months like without chops, like it's just not good at all.
Yeah.
It's hard, man.
It is.
Like I had like when I first moved here, I was like I didn't really want to play too much. Like I said, you know what, dude, you're too old. Let's give it up. And like I went through like a whole kick with like music-based depression where I was just like, I don't even want to look at this stuff right now. Like I'm not good. I don't really feel like doing this anymore. And when I started playing again, like I had to rebuild like completely. And it sucked because right before I had left my parents' house, I was at the best, like, chop-wise, I feel like I've ever been. And now that I'm back in this, like, well, I feel like I'm past the rebuilding stage, if that makes sense. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my chops now are at least comparable to how I was when I was living at my parents' house. Like, I was able to practice all the time. Um, Maybe even like a little bit better now, which is honestly solid, and it makes me feel pretty proud of myself. But it's just like that rebuild stage is so hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is
Yeah.
just
Like,
hours of work that has to be put in.
yeah. Like, because I told you and I told Brendan like how I have like these plans of what I want to do, and like if I didn't have that, I feel like I wouldn't be practicing as much as I am now, honestly. Because I know if I do not practice, I have like no shot to get in there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have big aspirations, but I know you're smart enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not worried about your marching career if like that makes you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I know you'll put in the work, and I know you'll get where you want to be. Also, I was cracking up when you texted me and asked me if I was in the blue coats. I was like, no, what?
Somebody told me,
Are you kidding me? Like, that would be my dream.
Brendan, literally someone was like,
Who?
I forget. I literally
Name
forget. But
drop.
they're like,
Name drop. Name
no, I
drop.
forget. I
Drop.
forget. I forget. Who was it? Oh my God. Was it Tommy? No. Oh
What
my
would
God.
Tommy know?
No. It wasn't. No, I'm trying to think.
I wouldn't be
Shoot.
shocked if it was Tommy, because I
Mm-hmm.
think I might have had a joke with him where I said that guy was in the blue coats just to like screw with him. I would
Well,
not be shocked if that was it.
because somebody said that you were like wearing like, I think like some merchandise of like the blue
Yeah,
coats or whatever, and then they
yeah.
asked you like, did you do that? And you're like, yeah, I did that. And then they're like, and they told me they're like, yo, you should just ask Brendan because he was like a part of the blue coats.
No,
I was like, what? It's like,
I
oh
would have
my God.
loved to have been. Downside Up was an incredible show.
Mhm.
To be a member of that front ensemble would have been like an absolute dream come true.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, that was like, oh my God, I need to ask Brendan.
Okay. So our next question here is, it's kind of like a double question, but like, what's your favorite instrument to play? And if you could like learn how to play another instrument, what would it be?
So, favorite instrument to play, drum set, easily. Uh, it's just so mindless. Like when I play kit, I zone out, and I'm just in this like zone of euphoria and just like hitting something. Like, it's great. Like, I just get like such a rush from playing kit. I think it's the greatest thing on the planet, and I don't say that lightly. If I could learn another thing, I would learn bass guitar. I'm learning it now, and I swear I would love to just learn it a little bit easier because I am not a guitar player. It is so hard. But like once you get a hang of it, it's like the fingers just do the work for you. But oh my god, my fingers are not there. So
Oh my
hard.
God.
And the final question we have for you, that we ask everyone that's come on our show that's been a part of Drumline, is like, how do you feel about the season sadly coming to an end early?
Sucks. Absolute bummer. For me, it kind of hit hard because I was like, it was the week I was ready to ramp up. I was ready to be there for the rest of the season. I was ready to get you guys pumped back into shape, and the world falls apart.
Literally.
Yeah, dude, it kind of hit me hard. Like a lot of things like in relation to band don't really affect me that much, except for a few things which make me absolutely disgusted to call myself a member of any performing ensemble. But um, that's neither here nor there, and I don't necessarily want to get into it in this forum. But uh, this got to me because it was like these are my kids. Some of them are graduating without finishing their season, and I know how hard that hits because that happened to me. My junior year of high school, we were going to our finals, ACCs, up in Hershey Park, and it was the same time that Hurricane Sandy was supposed to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and it got canceled for us. Other groups still went, but we didn't. So I know how that feels. It sucks. So not being able to perform your last show, or watching somebody not be able to perform their last show, or putting in all this work and not being able to perform it one last time, it's heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with how TOB, TIA, and MAPS handle it. But do I wish that the world, wouldn't have turned on fire? Yeah.
For sure, everyone agrees with that.
I think every rational person on the planet agrees with that. But, it's just, there's nothing else we can do at this point.
There's really not. Just gotta wait it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can do a few things. A, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds after any encounter. B, wear a mask.
Yes.
It does not matter if you think it's stupid. Protect the people around you and protect the ones you love. It's not hard. Stop being selfish for 15 seconds and just wear it.
Preach, Brendan. Preach.
And B, maintain proper social distancing. And D, wear a mask.
Yes, Brendan.
Yes.
We support social distancing here. We support it. Stay 6 feet.
I get so innately frustrated when I watch people just walk into like a Wawa or a Walmart with no mask, saying, I have prior medical issues. Yeah, it's called breathing. Get over it. Masks do not, and this has been proven in several clinical studies, masks do not mess with your oxygen intake. Relax.
I know my dad keeps bringing up, like, there was a video of a doctor who had 6 masks on and was breathing fine. Like,
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. Like, let's just be honest. If I can smoke a cigarette, put 10 masks on, and then run a mile, I've not done these things, but I've seen the video of the guy who has, and it's hilarious. But if someone can do that and still be fine, you're vibing. Just wear the mask. It's not hard.
It's not hard at all.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I get so mad. It's so
we
stupid.
support all that stuff here. Like, probably at least once an episode that comes up. Like, wash your hands, stay 6 feet, wear a mask. Do it. And I love how during all that, Brendan's camera was frozen.
I know.
No, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was just me, because all I see is Brendan doing and that's it.
Yeah, his hand was kind of just vibing there.
There we go. What's
there
up?
he is.
I wish you guys would have told me, because I was staring at the camera and I was getting real intense.
You were kind of going for it. I didn't want to bother,
Man, that's kind of sad.
You can stare at the camera again if you want.
You can do it right now.
Wear a mask.
Very much so.
That's the easy thing. Okay.
Okay,
so I actually have questions for you guys.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Turn of events.
So, if you could go back and do anything else other than band, what would it be?
Oh, snap.
Well,
just anything in general?
Anything. Anything that you would spend your time during. Because I thought about this a ton when I was in high school. I was like, if I didn't do band, I probably would have done football or literally just sat on the couch.
Before I joined Drumline, when I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world, I was really passionate about being a writer, want to be an author. So if I didn't have music, I'd probably be sitting on my couch still writing.
Nice. Okay. Respectable.
I guess, I mean, before Drumline, I was a soccer player / track runner, so I probably just devote all my time into just running, and that's it. So I mean, I would kind
Soccer
of
makes a lot of sense. Soccer makes
yeah,
a lot of sense.
yeah. But I would just run, and that'd be it. I would just run, and that's it. That would be my life.
All right.
You are a good runner.
If you guys could choose any other instrument than what you play currently, what would it be?
Ooh.
Guitar.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've always thought of it. I'm gonna probably do piano.
Piano. Okay, good answer.
Yeah.
All right. What's your opinion on jazz?
Ooh, I don't play jazz, so but it sounds cool. I just can't play it.
I know you hate it.
I
know you hate it.
I know. Like
Now, I actually want to dig into that. Does your hatred of jazz stem from the whole jazz versus drumline debate that happens in Highland?
no. In the past couple years, that has definitely gone down. There hasn't really been any hostility between jazz and drama. It's just
Yeah, sweet.
like
So it's just Recon's fault.
yeah, like I'm not drawn to the genre of that music other than I am other types. It just doesn't appeal to me. Like I'm still in jazz band. I do aux percussion, but it's just it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, okay, I can get that. I say that as a jazz musician. I went through the ringer for years, and I probably liked jazz more than I liked marching, which is kind of funny to me. What is your favorite topic in school, and what is your least favorite?
Gym is my favorite. Just kidding, it's band.
I was gonna say, you loser, get out. Go home. You're home.
I am home, but band is definitely my favorite. Are we counting band as a subject, or is that an elective?
I would say keep band out of the conversation, because I feel like every musician's favorite class is band, even if they hate it.
True. But my favorite would probably be history.
Okay.
I was gonna say the exact same thing, dude. That's my favorite.
And my least favorite is probably English. You know, I used to love writing.
Yep. I was gonna say that's kind of hypocritical, Travis.
I don't really know my least favorite. That's so weird. Because I really don't mind them all.
Oh, we got a smart guy over here.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, Brendan. I'll probably just say same thing Travis did. I'll say English, just because I'm not really the best writer.
If we're going into more detail, though, because I would have said science, but I love physics, even though I wasn't the best at it. I'm thinking I'm gonna like bio this year, but I hate chemistry. This year, chemistry just wasn't good.
Okay, so little heads up for you guys. My friend Pavan, who is next to me, he is a pharmacy major, and he is a huge advocate for chemistry. So
sorry about it, Chief.
I just watched the life drain. He looked so sad for a second, but then he just got this huge smile on his face because he was just like, "I get it."
I'm so sorry.
Because I think what he's laughing about is the fact that we do not get taught chemistry legitimately in high school. The amount of chem that this poor dude has gone through, I think he would laugh going back to high school.
Yeah, dude. There was me and Jake talked about this a couple episodes ago, but during quarantine, there was we were on FaceTime, helping each other out.
Yeah.
The test took us 6 hours to do. I don't know how our teacher expects us to do that in a 2-hour class period. They're on the test. It's said you're allowed to cry, but don't use your paper as a tissue. I swear it said that
Nice.
on the test.
That's terrible.
That's a little mean.
Yeah, just a bit.
Hilarious. It was hilarious. But my God, did me and Jake want to cry.
Yeah, I didn't have to go through that, so I'm chilling.
Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
All right, final question for the both of you. If you could choose any group in DCI/WGI/DCA to join or potentially get an audition or a callback, who would it be? And why?
All right, well, I'll go first because I already know mine. Obviously, for WGI, my goal is Broken City, just because, I don't know, they seem like a unique group. Like, their shows always seem like very different from everyone else that performs. They always have the show theme that people are like, what does that mean? You know, it's like, I don't know, which is like interesting. And then obviously, I don't know, for DCI, I could go for any. I would like to do Carolina Crown. At the same time, like, Blue Coats would be the better choice if I wanted to make Broken City, because they're like together.
That's true.
I like this isn't like something that I had thought of because like Joe, I know like after you graduate high school, I know that you want to go like open class, like world class. I know that's what you want to do, but for me, that just like if the opportunity came, I would take it. But honestly, I'd rather just like not. It's not saying that like I don't love drumline. Like I do love it, but it's just like that. I don't see myself being like a world class performer just because like what I want to do with my life. So if I had to choose a group, I'd say like Pulse Percussion, and that's mainly because like that's who like we've seen at our drumline competitions. Like we'll see Pulse once in a while at
Our competitions?
yeah, dude.
Not Pulse. United we would see at our competition.
Oh
Now he's a victim.
that was my first curse word on the podcast. No, I'm so
A
sad.
shame. Shameful. Shameful.
My God, why did I say Pulse? I meant United.
Yeah, I was like, bro.
Why did I say Pulse?
Yeah, I was like, dude, Pulse is on the West Coast. We are East Coast.
My mind was just out of it. I meant United.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, I'm out of it. I'm sorry. I'm a disgrace.
You disgust me with those.
I know I do. I know. Dude, I'm so sad.
You almost had it, dude. You almost
Almost had it.
That was my first. Whatever.
Was that your first one ever?
Yeah. I've been really good with holding it back. I mean, I never curse, ever. Mom, Dad, you're watching this. Your son never curses.
I've known Travis my whole life. I've never seen him curse once.
Exactly. Like, we spend every second with each other. There's never, like, I'm literally right behind Brendan right now. Like,
exactly. Like, you don't actually see it, but, like, right behind me, you see that big spooky tree? That's Travis.
I'm in that tree.
Travis, you can come down, dude. They're chairs.
Dude, I know, but we gotta maintain social distancing, you know? 6 feet.
Social distancing isn't 60 feet.
Yeah.
Better be safe than sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
That was a good question, though.
Mm-hmm.
That was like actually like a twist. We've never had people ask us questions before.
I know. I was
really
like
that.
Oh snap! Yeah, that was pretty good, Brendan.
It was. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And now it's time for story time.
Yeah.
So, would either of you guys like to go first?
I'll save myself for last. I'll
Okay.
hear what you guys gotta say.
Joey?
Travis?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so this happened last summer. Me and Matt went to go play tennis with, I think it was Trina, Sarah, and Cameron, I think were all there. So we played, and then we started walking home from that, and I get a call from Tommy saying that, asking if I was home because I had his microphone, and he needed it for his band practice, Padre Oaks. Go follow them; they're pretty good. But yeah. So me and Matt were walking home. I told Tommy that I'd be home in like 15 minutes, but he's like, "Nah, dude, Seth's got a car. Like, just meet us at Highland. We'll pick you up, drop you home." And don't worry, mom and dad. Seth had his full license at the time. He was allowed to be driving us around, so don't worry.
I've known Seth my entire life, and he's always had his full license.
Exactly.
So,
But
Brandon knows everybody.
no, everybody. Since the moment I was born, everybody.
Yeah. So got home, got the mic, brought it out to Tommy. Then me and Matt come inside, and right when we come inside, we have just like a bowl full of dog treats. Me and Matt, we walked inside, locked the door, looked at the bowl, and then we looked at each other, and it was kind of just like an instant connection. We're like, yeah, we're about to do this. So each of us pulled a dog treat out, and then we're like, we ready? Yeah. So I took like a full bite, and Matt just took like a little nibble, and I was like, so I was like chewing, and I was like, dude. So I went, kept chewing, and then I threw up in the kitchen sink.
Oh, dude.
Travis.
I'm a smart kid.
Is that your story?
That was my story, that I threw up while eating a dog treat.
All right. Can't really think of one, but this one just popped in my head, so I'm just gonna say this one. So in third grade, I thought I was like the coolest kid on the court. I had recess, and I just thought I had some really good ball skills. Obviously I'd be playing basketball. Obviously, I'm terrible at basketball. That's why I run. But so what I did was we picked teams. I think I was the last kid to be picked, sadly. I thought, oh yeah, save the best for the last. And then what happened is we were playing, and I remember like someone passed it to me, and the ball like bounced and it bent my thumb all the way back. It was so terrible. And I remember I still played the game, and then when I got done, I was like, wow, I can't move my thumb. This isn't how it works. So then I remember I went into like recess was done, and like my hand was swollen, my thumb was swollen, it was purple, and I couldn't move it. I remember I was sitting, and I was just like, I asked my teacher, I was like, can I go to the nurse? I think my thumb's broken. And they were like, all right, go. And I remember I went to the nurse, and she was like, ABI, just here, take an ice thing. I just put ice around it, and I went to the doctor, and they're like, yeah, you fractured your thumb. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yep.
And I had a cast.
We love the school systems.
Gotta love it.
Hey, you want some apple juice and an ice pack?
Yeah, that'll help my fractured thumb.
Yeah, so then I had a whole cast, and everyone was like, what happened? And I was like, yeah, ice didn't help it. And then that's my story.
Pretty good story.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have two choices for you guys.
All right.
Do you want a scary one or me making myself look like an idiot?
Both.
All
right, I'll tell the one that makes me look like an idiot first. Okay, so I was in 5th grade. We were doing the standing long jump. It was the the fitness gram pacer test. So we were taking that, and I went. It was finally my turn for the standing long jump, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna nail this. I'm gonna jump so far. All the girls are gonna like me, and they're gonna think like, wow, look at this guy. He's got like all these mad hops. So my left shoe was untied.
Oh god.
So as I go for my jump, I I step on the shoelace as one would do, and I jump up, and I have no situational awareness. I don't know where my hands are at this point. I face plant on the floor.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
So the worst part is, I'm not even at the worst part. Isn't that great? No, not only did I make myself look like an idiot, so I stand up and I open my mouth and I'm like, wow, that didn't go well. And then as I'm like smiling there like an idiot, nothing. Break my two front teeth completely in half.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. So these two teeth, completely fake. This tooth, dead. Um, because of that, and because of like a botched dental surgery.
Damn.
Still
Oh.
pissed. Yeah, nightmare, dude. I don't.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
hilarious.
Oh my god.
This was what, fifth grade, so this was 14 years ago. So
Jeez.
I couldn't eat apples or corn on the cob, and I was really sad about that because I used to love corn on the cob. For like 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years. Because these two, when they initially got replaced, they did it in like this really old school and stupid way. Like the teeth were pretty much made of plaster. Um, I don't know how that was safe or legal. Um, so that was fun. And now my second story. This is the terrifying one. So this happened to me a week ago. It was
Ooh.
this Saturday. So me and my buddy Jamie, were hanging out, and he just recently bought a convertible. So I was like, "All right, dude, let's go for a drive somewhere, and let's just hang. Let's just vibe, like just super vibe." So we hop in his car and we're driving around for a while. Uh, Little bit of detail. I was not sober at the time. Let's just put it that way. Um, I was a little messed up. So as we're driving, we're listening to music. We're just like shouting out the windows. It's great. Well, not the windows because the top's down. And we're just like screaming like lyrics to like these songs that like we were like singing as kids. It was awesome, having a great time. Then we get to this like wooded area, right? Um, and for some reason, the radio cuts out, stops working completely. And I tell Jamie, I'm like, do you want to just like pull over and see if like we can like restart the car and maybe get it back on? So we do. Comes on for like a second, and then it goes back out. And then we pull back over again next to this big section of woods, and there's no lights for like probably I would say like 750,000 feet. Um, so like it's pretty dark where we are. And Jamie's not paying attention because he's just trying to get the radio situated. But next to me, what sounds like maybe 20, 25 feet out, I start to hear voices in the woods. And like Jamie's not realizing this. I'm sitting here, I'm like, maybe he's just taking this a lot better than I am, but I'm freaking out at this point because I'm like, dude, there are people like over there. This is kind of scary. I don't vibe with this. So at one point I'm just like, do you hear that? And he's like, what? And I'm like, there's people like in the woods and they're like talking like kind of quietly. Like it sounds like they're trying to plan something. And he's like, what? Starts the car and we rev. We just get out of there because it was like spooky. And as we're going away, I turn back around and I see people walking out of the woods like, where'd they go? And that's how I evaded kidnapping.
Oh my god.
Dude, spookiest night I've lived through in a while. And the weirdest thing, when we get home and he turns off his car, and then an hour later he has to go pick up his girlfriend from work, the radio works.
Dude, that's like
Dude,
No problem.
I'm like crying.
what? That
Dude,
is
terrifying.
Yeah. And like the entire time, like I'm messed up and I'm like, I don't know if I'm like exaggerating or like hallucinating or something, but like I don't like this. I am scared.
jeez. Oh my, I have no idea what I would do.
I had to curl up in a ball and cry. That's what I do.
Dude, I looking back on it, I don't know what I would have actually done if someone like ran out of the woods and tried to grab us. Like we're in a convertible that's like literally about half of my height. So I'm sitting probably 3 feet off the ground at max where my head is. And it's like, what am I going to do? Like, if these guys come out with a gun, like, they could just shoot me and then, no more Brendan.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys. So we have another super special guest.
Who's this?
Say hello to Refat Rana.
Reef!
Reef.
Yo,
What's up,
dog.
Reef?
What y'all doing?
They invited me on their podcast.
Ah,
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
just anything and everything.
Pretty much.
Politics, man.
It's not politics. We are avoiding that topic.
Not politics.
Mm-mm. Dude, that
Dude,
is
that's terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
Travis. That
we're
is
happy
like
that you're okay and
oh
didn't
yeah.
get kidnapped or killed.
Me too, dude. It was spooky.
Dude.
All right.
Oh
With
my-
that, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 12:34.
Yeah,
I have work in 8 hours.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Much
That's
love to the two of you. Thank
Thanks
you
for
for the
coming out.
opportunity to come on the show. Anytime you guys want another person, just hit me up. I'm glad to do it again.
Me and Jake will definitely give you a call. Thank you.
Yep.
See you.
Take care, guys.
Later, y'all.
You too.
Much love.
See you, Reef. Dude, that's terrifying.
You want to stop recording? Oh yeah. That was scary, dude. Like honestly, I
Like-
could.
That, like, I can't wrap my head around that right now. Like,
Honestly, when he was talking about that, I was like for real getting like
scared.
that golf course vibes I had. Like where I was like with the golf course, that oh my god. Like I got those vibes from that and that was
That was
I'll say that
scary.
another story time. That'll be another story time next time I'm on.
That was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't even imagine, like, being there.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Like
Well, I mean, on that note, sorry to have it come down such a downer, but that was a really good story. We're all happy that
Mhm.
Brennan's okay, but
thumbs
we're
up
gonna-
for Brendan for being okay.
but
You
we're
should hit the
gonna
subscribe button.
end off the episode here. Joey, thank you for being first special guest co-host.
Thank
We
you.
will-
It was awesome to be to sub in for Jake while he's on his vacation.
Next week we will have a different co-host with another special guest. So subscribe, hit that like button, hit the bell. Thank you. Just
Yep.
I don't know. I'm in a mood right now.
Yeah, Brendan got me in the mood. But, it was a good story. It was a good story, but a scary story.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. I love y'all.
Peace out.